Hello and welcome to this brief introduction on selling to existing customers and a little bit of an idea on how to sell to new customers with Snapshot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just share my screen. Let's see if I can do that. Yep, and here are a couple of slide points for you. Good stuff. If you're watching this now, you should have gone through our introduction to Snapshot. You may well be across the getting started training. You may even be in the intermediate phase, I'm not sure. But this will give you a very good idea on how to sell to existing, which is the biggest market, and then some new customers as well. The training covers the right sales thinking. It covers introducing Snapshot to existing customers. Then there is the bi-fortnightly proactive email template we'll talk to you about. And if you're on site with the customers, we'll explain what to do there as well, and close and questions. So the first thing to think about in terms of the right sales thinking is that you need to be telling your customers that Snapshot is a platform. It's the platform for information for now and for the future. It's a really important point. The other thing to tell your customers is they can customize their own existing dashboards. Now, the reality is not a lot of customers do that, but they like the concept of being able to do it. So that gives them an enormous amount of power. You can also remind them that they get access the web dashboard side, and that means they can access any dashboard or any number of dashboards via the web dashboards platform as well, which partners can set up. It's also a non-proprietary backend for you as a partner. In other words, once you learn how to create dashboards in Snapshot, it's really the same tools that are used with DevExpress. And of course, if you've got SQL skills, well, those skills are non-proprietary as well. Customers also like the fact that it's a 14-day trial, there's no upfront costs, and you can cancel anytime. Also, remember that partners earn revenue on the platform, and they earn revenue, what I call never-ending consulting dollars, on the actual creation of dashboards or getting started training or adding the web dashboards module. There's just this never-ending consulting opportunity as well. So, once you've been trained, how do you start? Well, every partner that we've trained, I do know for a fact they've got what they call some existing customers in mind. They say, oh, this customer will actually like Snapshot, or that customer will. So undoubtedly, you've got 2 or 3 customers in mind. So what you want to do post-training is you want to get this low-hanging fruit across the line quickly so that you can capitalize on your learning. And the way to do that is you introduce them verbally to Snapshot. Hi, Jim. I've just come across this really awesome dashboarding program. You would do well to look at it. You can either demonstrate to the partner, and if you want to help, we will do that for you. And if so, then just book your account manager. In this case, a lot of that time is me, via the email booking at the bottom of my auto signature. Or you can just simply say to the customer, I know you'll like it. We're just going to download it and trial it, and I will give you some tips in the demonstration training as well. So what you're trying to do with that low-hanging fruit, everyone, is get some experience in Snapshot as well. And if we're not there in that first demonstration, then once you've done the demonstration, you can ask us questions, technical questions via the support side. But of course, you can ask your account manager. And again, in this case, it's probably me if we're not present. Now, once you've got that low-hanging fruit, how do you methodically approach all your existing customers? Well, we've worked out a very good formula for this at the lowest time cost as well. So what you do is you give them an email introduction to Snapshot. You take every customer in your base, excluding those that cannot afford the one user Snapshot, because even a one user could find Snapshot really useful. But if they cannot afford the $90 per month or the 60 euros per month, then don't bother. Take those customers, create a spreadsheet of them, and take 5 of those customers every second Wednesday. And either you do the business development or someone in your office who knows customers can do this. This is a bit of a no-brainer. You then send them a personalized email. So you take those 5 customers, you send a personalized email. 90% of that email is already templated. The customer doesn't know that. and you send it to 5 customers at a time. It may not even take you 60 minutes. We're just giving you the worst case scenario. You then block out another 10 minutes 2 days later or 48 hours for those customers that don't react to that personalized email. There's a good chance 3 out of 5 will not react. You send them then a "did you get this?" which I'll show you in the next few slides. You should get 6 out of 10 of your existing customers replying yes to a demonstration. If you don't get this, you probably haven't followed my process. And the reason I say that confidently and not arrogantly is because we've done this with quite a few partners over the world. And those that methodically follow this process get 6 out of 10 to a demonstration. And that's excellent news. So this is an example of a templated email, which is in the partner toolkit. Hi there, and you would add in Jim. Hope you're well, business is good. We recently partnered with another software vendor to help solve more of our customers' problems. One solution you might enjoy is the dashboarding and analytics reporting program called Snapshot, and it gives them a couple of lines on that. It might pay you to have a brief look to see if this adds the business value. I believe it will. And this is an important sentence because your customers, they trust you. So you've offered an opportunity to look at Snapshot. I have access to their demonstration calendar, and I've reserved a choice of 2 spots for you to make it easy for you to attend one of them. Now, if you're on a similar time zone with Sydney, you just dump in a time Thursday at 2 o'clock or Friday at 10 a.m. We give a customer both options. If you're comfortable to do your own demonstration, then you don't have to worry about our time zones. But what you're doing there is you're giving the customer a chance to book a morning or afternoon session. They demonstration for 20 minutes only. In this case, it could also be you. Online only, desk to desk. There's no pressure. The spot falls away if you haven't booked. So this powerful email, because it's one-on-one, it's personalized, the customers can see that you are interested in helping them. You've pre-booked them already, so you've shown some thought in the process. But if they don't take it up, then you want to know because somebody else could avail themselves of the offer. So that is step 1. Step 2 is those customers that don't reply saying, yes, please book me, or no, thank you. It does happen. We get some no thank yous. Then you simply take that email, you simply go to your send and forward on and go, did you get this? And when you do those 2 steps, you will undoubtedly get 6 out of 10. Notice in this example, I just sent it to my own personal email address. I added in those 2 dates, and I just put in there, did you get this? Let me know, thanks. So, step 1, get your low-hanging fruit. Step 2, start a methodical sales program to your existing customers. Step 3 is if you're on site with your customers, then the other option is to download Snapshot and connect their database while on site. Of course, you could do this remotely too, but when you're on site, you've got that visual with the customers. And you're getting paid to do that because your job as a consultant is to help your customers' business. So you're actually downloading and looking at a way you can improve their business. Make sure Snapshot is working. And when it's working, just say to the customer, hey, listen, I want you to have a look at this. And then just show them those dashboards, that instant return on investment, those instant libraries that are available. And if the customer says, that's interesting, then you could say, well, I'll set up a proper demonstration for you, or you could move immediately to a trial. And what's important here is to get that trial form filled in. Now, you won't see the trial form on our website. The reason we promote a trial form is that on day 15, the customer starts paying for the software. And that's useful because, as you know, sometimes customers look at a new piece of software and then they don't do anything, and then it could be 60 days and you spending time in the sale. You don't want that. Look at our demonstration training for that as well. Finally, what do we do with new customers? In the drive for new business, so you introducing new payroll or accounting opportunities or solutions for new customers, what we see a number of the successful partners do is they add Snapshot to every proposal. They add in 2 hours in setup and training, and they assure the customer that there's no upfront fee to the software cost of Snapshot. There's a 14-day trial, and they can cancel anytime. And what happens is that gets signed off in the initial proposal and you have an automatic pipeline. But you also have future consulting already pipeline, because let's say you get the ABM, the Cybers Vision, the Sage 300, whatever the connection is, and you get that initial solution up and running, you can go back at a later stage and say, now don't forget, we have Snapshot in your proposal. Now's the time to actually download, get it up and running, and go for it. So partners should be adding revenue streams to really increase the multiples of their business. You will get paid more at exit time for permanent reoccurring revenue. Permanent's a strong word, but you know what I mean. It's also intelligent to isolate revenue streams with different vendors. So if you're a Sage partner, it doesn't make sense to have all of your money with Sage. And it's also important to build revenue streams that are not only consultant dependent. And Snapshot allows you to build those revenue streams as well. So if you're not taking knowledge or you're not taking action with this knowledge that I'm giving you today, you'll be in the same business for the next 10 years. And it's really a great opportunity to drive this recurring, starting with Snapshot, and we have other solutions as well. So thank you for your time today with regards to this brief training session. Hopefully I've opened your mind with regards to selling to existing customers. If you need further sales help, there's my details. If you need technical help, there's our email as well. And thank you so much. Have a great day.